Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Arrow Season 5. Now this is going to be my trailer breakdown for episode 13 of Arrow Season 5, otherwise entitled Spectre of the Gun. But before we get into anything else, let's actually watch the trailer.
What's your administration position on gun control?
It is complicated.
If the bad guys got guns, then I'm strapping up too.
We cannot dismiss the idea that we are just feeding into a vicious cycle.
Find whoever did this.
I have to before he does it again.
This is a problem that the Green Arrow can't solve.
So this does look like it is going to be a very different episode of Arrow than what we are used to seeing, going by what we have just seen in the trailer. Stephen Amell, who plays Oliver Queen obviously, did say that there were going to be episodes in the back half of this season where he hardly wears the Arrow suit and is for the most part in his attire that he wears as Mayor. And this definitely seems to be one of those episodes. Just a heads up, just in case anyone was wondering, Arrow is still on next week, along with Supergirl, unlike The Flash and Legends, who are taking a 1 week break. So I thought I'd just bring that up just in case everyone thought all the shows were off next week, because Flash and Legends are. Arrow, Supergirl still on, the others, they're taking a week's break. Now, as we usually do, we will go over the synopsis for this episode before we jump into the actual breakdown of the trailer. But quickly, before we do that, if you are enjoying the Arrow videos, it'd be very much appreciated if you could show your support by leaving a like on the video. Also, let me know in the comment section below what you're looking forward to most within this episode, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. A traumatic attack on City Hall triggers painful memories for Renee about his family. Flashbacks reveal how Renee went from simple family man to a hero named Wild Dog. Meanwhile, Oliver must deal with the perpetrator behind the attack and realizes the best way to do so is as Mayor Queen instead of the Green Arrow. Tensions run high in the Arrow bunker. So the trailer starts off with us seeing a hell of a lot of ammunition and weaponry as Oliver, as Mayor Queen, is asked about his position on gun control, with Ollie replying that it is complicated. Now this topic is very relevant in today's society as we do see the issue and topic of gun control brought up all the time. So this will relate to the real world quite heavily by the looks of it. I think it is way too often that we see on the news that someone's gone into a shopping mall or a school and just unloaded on innocent people. It's a big issue in today's society, so it looks like Arrow is trying to take that real world issue and actually turn it into a good story in regards to this Arrow episode. And also a real world problem for Oliver Queen as Mayor to face, because he doesn't really face too many real world problems. So I think it's actually a good thing in regards to that storyline for Arrow. We do see Quentin Lance walk into this elevator while another guy strolls out. Now this dude 110% has guns within that bag, which are about to cause chaos inside City Hall. And what we see next is a few clips of masked men shooting up City Hall, with Ollie being escorted out as fast as possible. It's unclear whether he is the target or if City Hall in general is the target, but that will obviously get revealed in the actual episode. You actually see Ollie as Green Arrow pointing an assault rifle at some dude hanging upside down. Now I would love to know what is actually going on here and why Ollie feels the need to do so with a gun, you know what I mean? In the comics, Green Arrow is really a marksman with everything, but he chooses to use a bow and arrow. So I guess it wouldn't be out of place if Ollie randomly used a gun for a couple of scenes in this episode. But as I said, he's in his Green Arrow suit, but this will most likely be the only part of the episode where he actually is in the suit, because it looks like the rest of the episode is going to be in his suit that he wears as Mayor. Now I think this is an image that a lot of us have seen before in real life or on the news, as we see multiple tributes and a makeshift memorial on the stairs of City Hall in Star City. And this is obviously to the victims of the shooting earlier on within City Hall. It looks like there's a lot of stuff there, so maybe it leaks out onto the street possibly, and some people get killed out there, but maybe they just went overboard with the candles and stuff. So maybe only maybe 5 or 6 people died, but this could easily link that or hint at that maybe 10, 20, 30, heaps of people could have died in this attack on City Hall. Now there is 2 things to go over. The first is a quick one, and that is that we can see Thea and that she is back. She's over here next to Renee. As you would know if you watched the video, I was questioning where the hell Thea was in my review yesterday, and obviously now here she is. So thank God Thea's back, because she was really just gone with no proper explanation. There was an excuse, oh, she's on a a political trip and stuff like that. Like they never, explained fully. So I think the actress might have been busy. That's what I can gather from it. And the second thing to go over revolves around Renee or Wild Dog. As the synopsis says, this tragedy at City Hall will trigger painful memories about his family, and we will be getting flashbacks about how he came to be Wild Dog. You would have to think that this means there's no Russian flashbacks for this episode then, because if you remember back to like when Felicity had those flashbacks in season 3, there was no Hong Kong flashbacks in that episode. So they do this sometimes with Arrow. Earlier in the trailer, you do see Renee pick up the Wild Dog mask from atop the Wild Dog jersey. This could be in the flashbacks and his first adventure out as Wild Dog. It will be interesting to see what the flashbacks show, as Renee Ramirez is made up for Arrow. Wild Dog in the comics is known as Jack Wheeler, and I don't think they would go with his origin, so it will probably be something completely original for Arrow, maybe with a few nods or winks to Jack Wheeler's origins. Now, right at the end of the trailer, we hear Quentin Lance saying that it's a problem that the Green Arrow can't solve, and as the synopsis suggests, it's Oliver as mayor's responsibility to solve what's going on here and find the person behind these shootings. So I think this is going to be a massive episode where Oliver realizes that he can be a hero in two forms, as Green Arrow and as the mayor of Star City, which I think is a big push in this storyline, where it's sort of been teetering. Like there's been some decent mayor stuff, but it's been like teetering on the edge of, okay, let's do something really interesting with this role, and it looks like they're going to be doing it in this episode. And I think, as I said earlier in the episode, Stephen Amell said that there's a few episodes where he's hardly wearing the Green Arrow suit, so this could be a start, or the start for a run of episodes, or a few episodes in the back half of this season, where Ollie as mayor is the real hero of the episode. But thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, it'd be very much appreciated if you could leave a like on it. Let me know in the comment section below what you're looking forward to most in this episode. Personally, I'm going to have to say the Wild Dog flashbacks, because we obviously saw some stuff with Curtis in season 4 leading up to this season. With Artemis, who cares? And with Rory or Ragman, I think we're going to be getting that actually later in the season, because if you watched my review yesterday, you would know that I said that they did reveal that we would be revisiting Haven Rock. So I think that's going to be about Ragman's origins, or at least something to do with Ragman and going more in depth with his character. So now we're getting the Wild Dog stuff, and I'm really interested to see how they present it, and just to get to know the Renee character a bit more, because one of the complaints about earlier this season was no one felt they could connect to Wild Dog, and I think in this episode we are going to get a reason why you should connect to him, and maybe a reason as to why you felt you couldn't connect to him when he originally popped up in this season, might I say. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking about it all. I'm really interested to see what everyone's looking forward to. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I will have my Legends of Tomorrow trailer breakdown out in about 5 to 6 hours, so be on the lookout for that. But until then, guys, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.